Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Seth. I hope you all are having a good day and that everything is going well. I wanted to make a video and hopefully this can help motivate or inspire people. I know that dividend investing sometimes can be quite boring, especially for those of us who are kind of all over the place and maybe have like insane ADD or ADHD like I have, whatever. You're kind of just all over the place, you get bored easily. This day and age, everyone gets, so bored. I mean, dude, I can't even sit through a movie anymore because I'm just scrolling through TikTok all day. It's actually terrible. But this is where I am able to kind of slow the roll down and be patient. So I kind of want to go over being a young dividend investor and why being patient will pay off. I'm sure you guys know why being patient will pay off, but hopefully this will kind of inspire you guys to keep on dividend investing. Stay the course. Don't make the mistakes that I made when I was I'm still in my 20s, early 20s, but when I was 20 years old, I bought, quite a few holdings and then sold out of them. So I, just want to go over that and really show, hey, this is possible. So I've been dividend investing now for 3 years, but I started up a year ago. Again, built this portfolio from $0 to $30,000, just about. It'll be $30,000 very soon here, in just about a year. Right, I got 3 more months and then we'll hit that year mark. But I want to go over something crazy right here. I want to show you, first let me show you some of my holdings. I got $13,500 in SCHD, and then I have $13,300 equally weighted at 4% between these holdings. Target, Nike, Procter & Gamble, Coke, Pepsi, Altria, Johnson & Johnson, UNP, McDonald's, Visa, all that good stuff, right? Beautiful. But now, let's go to the dividend calculator right here. So this is SCHD, and these are SCHD's numbers, right? So over the past 5 years, the annual dividend amount, the dividend growth rate of SCHD is 14%. So what this is a dividend calculator, and you can plug in some numbers here, right? The starting principal, which is mine, I'm at $30,000, and you could put whatever you're at. Say you have $100, right? And say you're able to contribute $12,000 a year. For me, I've got up just about $30,000 in there. I am able to contribute $24,000 every year. This is the dividend tax rate, 15%. This is the dividend yield of SCHG, 3.5. This is the dividend increase percentage each year, the growth rate, 14%. And on average, SCHG has an annual share price of about 12%, right? So let's say that all of these numbers keep going for the next 20 years, right? And obviously, this is all subject to change. Right, nothing is certain in the future, but let's say, for example, all these numbers stay the same for the next 20 years as it has for the past 10 years, right? So let's take a look. Your ending portfolio balance is $3.2 million with a grand total return of 528%, average annual return of 9.6%. Your annual dividend income after 20 years will be $159,000 with a yield on cost of 27%. That's just wild. Here are the numbers more in depth, right? So you can see this is your principal, and over time, it calculates your yield on cost, your principal increase, your annual contribution, all that stuff, right? So let's say we contribute $24,000, right? The next year, your annual dividends are going to double. You can see from $1,000 to $2,000. And if you go all the way down to 20 years, right, $2.7 million with an annual dividends of $134,000. Now, guys, I'm only 25. So by the time I'm 45, making, right, so let's see, 20 years right here. This is, I guess, 19, right, is what they're calculating here. Because the first year, this is where we're at, right? So you go year 1 to year 2, that's 1 year. Year 2 to year 3, that's 2 years, right? So let's say we're at 20 years up here. I mean, I'll be 45 with an annual dividend income of just about $160,000. I mean, that is wild. And I mean, I'm really only investing about 50% of my income, so I live well below my means, right? I mean, can you just imagine in 20 years having an annual dividend income of $160,000. That's just, I mean, mind blowing to me. It really is. Compound growth is just insane. And this is just SCHD, right? So it's just pretty incredible how these things, how compound interest can really take place, and the snowball effect you see around year 13, it really takes off. So for the first 10 years, it is pretty slow. So that's why for the first 10 years, it's going to be a grind, guys. It really is going to be a grind. And, that's why I was getting back at me. This has really been testing me to be patient, and it has been changing my life in multiple areas, right? Not just dividend investing, but I've really had to change my whole lifestyle, right? I've had to get out of credit card debt. I've had to not want that car, right? Not get into car debt. I've had to not want to buy those clothes or not want to eat out on this day, just, right? Buy food at the grocery store. Only eat out once a week, right? Get out of debt, right? That's just where that's where I'm at right now, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully this is inspiring, and you can see like, wow, man, if I really buckle down for 20 years, I can really make something happen. Let's say you're only able to invest $1,000 a month, right? Let's calculate that. Okay, you're still going to have an ending balance of $1.8 million with an annual dividend income of almost $100,000. So, right, guys, if you only invest $1,000 a year for the next 20 years, or $1,000 a month for the next 20 years, I think you guys will be doing A-okay. So hopefully this is motivating, and I'll be making videos quite often. So I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.